Testing of hypothesis. In the previous class, we have seen the procedure for testing of hypothesis. So we know that it involves a 5-step procedure. In the first step, we set up the null hypothesis H naught. That is the direct statement about the population parameter. In the second step, we go for the alternative hypothesis H1, which is the complementary of the null hypothesis. And in the third step, we choose the level of significance, alpha value. It may be 5% or 1% or 10%. You can choose any value depending on the given problem. And fourth one is test statistic. And here we have to compute the value of z. So for different tests, we have different z values. So z calculated value to find out chestam. In the last step, we go for the conclusion. So the conclusion will be based on z calculated value and z tabulated value. So if mod z calculated is less than z tabulated value, we say that we accept our null hypothesis H naught. Suppose if mod z calculated is greater than z tabulated value, we say that we reject our null hypothesis. So whether it is to accept or reject is based on the conclusion. The conclusion means z tabulated and z calculated value. So in this we have go for first test of significance for large samples. So we know that if n greater than or equal to 30, the sample is said to be large sample. If n less than 30, the value is said to be small sample. Now in the first phase, we are looking for large sample tests. So in that we say first model, test of significance for single mean. Suppose if you want to test the population mean mu using the sample information x bar and sample size n and sigma by root n is the standard error, we use the statistic z is equal to x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. So we use the statistic in this model, z is equal to x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. X bar is the sample mean, mu is the population mean, and sigma by root n is the standard error of the distribution of x bar. So using this we calculate z calculated value, and then we compare this value with the z tabulated value. So come to the problems related to single mean. So first problem, a sample of 64 students have a mean weight of 70 kgs. Can this be regarded as a sample from a population with a mean weight 65 kgs and standard deviation 25 kgs? And here we have to test the single mean for the population. So here given information, given n is equal to 64. 64 is greater than or equal to 30 or not? So greater than or equal to 30, that means the given sample is a large size, large sample, and also given that the sample average value, the sample mean weight, average weight is given as 70 kgs. So we have to test, can this be regarded as a sample from a population with mean mu? So population mean also given as 65 kgs and standard deviation sigma is equal to. Now use the procedure of testing of hypothesis. So in the procedure, first we have to set up the null hypothesis H naught. So it is the direct statement from the population parameters. That is, population parameter here is a population mean. So mu value is equal to 65 kgs. And we are going to test this value is accepted value or rejected value. We are going to test the null hypothesis H naught using this statistic z is equal to z is a x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. Then alternative hypothesis will be H1, which is the complementary of null hypothesis, that is mu not equal to 65. Mu not equal to 65 means we have to choose two-tailed alternative. So here based on mu value, mu not equal to 65 means that means we have to go for a two-tailed test. So based on two-tailed and single-tailed, the Z value will differ. So here mu not equal to 65. Then we go for the level of significance. This is first step, this is second step, and third step, level of significance. Here we choose alpha is equal to 5% or 0.05. Alpha 5%. That means we are finding the value, mu value 65 or not, with the accuracy 95%. Alpha is equal to 0.05 means this is called the probability of committing type 1 error. That is called alpha, it is called level of significance. Then tabulated value, Z tabulated value, or the name term the Z alpha by 2 is equal to, for 5%, the Z value Z calculated is equal to 1.6. So this is the 1.96. This is the tabulated value. So you know how to see the table value from the tables. So a value ikkada find out chesam. So rasesam. Then in the fourth step we go for test statistic. Test statistic means Z value. So Z is equal to x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. So we have to calculate Z value. So Z is equal to, what is x bar? What is given x bar? X bar is equal to 70 minus mu value 65 by sigma. So the value of sigma is 25 kgs by size of the sample is 64 by root n. That is 5 by 25 into root 64, that is equal to 8, that is 40 by 25. 5 8s, 5 5s, 5 1s, 5 6s. That means 1.6. Z calculated value is equal to 1.6. So last step. So here we have to conclude. That is the step conclusion. So given since mod Z calculated value is equal to 1.6 is less than, this is Z tabulated value. Mod Z calculated value is less than tabulated value 1.96. This is 1.96. This is 1.6. This is lesser value than this. What is our conclusion? We accept H naught. We accept H naught. What is our H naught? That means therefore mu is equal to 40. What is our assumption? Mu is equal to 65. This is the accepted population as far as the sample concerned. Second problem. The sample of 900 members has a mean of 3.4 centimeters and standard deviation is 2.61 centimeters. Is the sample from a large population of mean 3.25 centimeters and standard deviation 2.61 centimeters? So we have to find this sample as obtained from the population of mean 3.25 centimeters. So first question is we have to test the single mean for large sample because n value is greater than or equal to 30. Also, if the population is normal and its mean is unknown, suppose mean unknown quantity or quantity, then we have to find the 95% fiducial limits. Fiducial limits are nothing but confidence limits for the true mean. And here we have to find the estimated value of mean for 95% confidence. Two problems. First dantlo we have to test the hypothesis, test the single mean for large sample. In the second mean we have to estimate the population mean using the sample information. We have two problems. So first problem, first write the given information. Given n is equal to 900 and x bar is equal to 3.4 centimeters and standard deviation s 2.61 centimeters and also given mu is equal to 3.25 centimeter and sigma also given 2.61 centimeters. Both may be same because it is the sample, it is the population. So we have to use the large sample test because n value greater than or equal to 30 we go for the large sample test. Now we go for the testing of hypothesis procedure step by step. So first one is null hypothesis. The step 1, set up the null hypothesis H naught. This is the direct statement about the population parameter, so which is given as 3.25 centimeters. Now we are going to check this value, whether it should be accepted or rejected. And then we go for the alternative hypothesis H1. Alternative hypothesis means it is the complementary of the null hypothesis. So this must be considered here is mu 3.25 not equal to 3.25. That means you have to use two-tailed test. So here we decide whether to use two-tailed test or single-tailed test. Two-tailed test అయితే z value ఒకటి ఉంటుంది, single-tailed test అయితే ఇంకో value. So here we have to go for two-tailed test. And then choose the level of significance. Level of significance, choose alpha is equal to 5%, because in the problem we asked for 95% confidence limits. So I am going for alpha value 5%. So for 5%, the z value for two-tailed test, then for two-tailed test, z alpha by 2 is equal to 1.96. This is tabular value. మీకు అర్థం కాకపోతే మళ్ళీ చెప్తాను ఎట్లా చూస్ చేయాలి, వాల్యూ ఎట్లా చూస్ చేయాలో కావాలంటే మళ్ళీ అడుగుతాను, చెప్తాను. ఆల్రెడీ ఇంతకుముందు చెప్పినాను. z alpha by 2 tabulated value for 5% level of significance 1.96. This value can obtain from tables. I am not writing my own. It is the table value. So you can get from the tables. So in the fourth step, we have to evaluate the z value. So by side of test statistic, so z is equal to x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. So x bar value 3.4 minus mu value 3.25 by what is sigma 2.61 by root n, so 900. So simplify cheste this value is 3.4 minus 3.25, 0.15 by 2.61 into 30. This value is 1.724. This is z calculated value. Then we compare this value with the z tabulated value, that is the under the step conclusion. Since mod z calculated value is 1.724, even it is a negative value, we have to consider it is a positive value, is less than z tabulated value 1.96. Right or no? This is 1.96 tabulated value. That means what? We accept H naught. We accept H naught. That is mu is equal to, what is the value of mu? 3.5 is the accepted value as per as the sample concerned. That is the first part of the problem. We accept our hypothesis. We accept our mu is equal to population mean is equal to 3.25. We accept it. That is the final answer for the first step. And then we go for the second part of the problem. So there we have to find the estimation of the value of mu if it is unknown. Mu తెలియకపోతే estimate చేయమంటాడు value. మనకు ఫార్ములా ఏం తెలుసు? We know that we have 95% or 1 minus alpha into 100% confidence limits x bar minus z alpha by 2 sigma by root n, comma x bar plus z alpha by 2 sigma by root n. If mu is an unknown quantity, then estimate the value of population mean. So we know that by formula of estimation theory already discuss చేసాం, ఇది ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ కూడా చేసినాం. So what is x bar? What is x bar? 3.4 minus for 95% z alpha by 1.96 into 2.61 by n is equal to root 900 అంటే 30 అయిపోతుంది. The 3.4 plus 1.96 into 2.61 by 30. So value estimate చేస్తే 3.229 comma 3.5705. So the value of mu lies between these two values. Mu belongs to this interval, that is called the interval estimation. That is the second part of the problem. In a random sample of 60 workers, the average time taken by them to get to work is 33.8 minutes with a standard deviation of 6.1 minutes. Can we reject the null hypothesis mu is equal to 32.6 minutes in favor of alternative hypothesis mu greater than 32.6 at alpha is equal to 0.025 level of significance? So here given n is equal to 60. So we have taken the sample of 60 workers. N is equal to 60 means it is greater than or equal to 30. So it is a large sample. So we can go for the large sample test. And also given that the x bar value, average time taken by the workers to get to the work is 33.8 minutes with a standard deviation of s is equal to 6.1 minutes. Can we reject the null hypothesis mu is equal to 32.6 minutes in favor of alternative hypothesis? Here is given alternative hypothesis also, mu greater than 32.6 at the value of alpha 0.025 level of significance. So first see the data, n value 60, x bar 33.8, standard deviation, sample standard deviation 6.1 and mu 32.6, which is population mean, and alternative hypothesis is given for single tail test. So problem lo vade mention chesadu kabatti, so we have to go for the single tail test for finding the z value, and alpha is equal to 0.025 level of significance, 2.5%. Here single tail test to be used because it is greater than 32.6 in the right alternative hypothesis. So now I write the step by step procedure. So in the first step we set up the null hypothesis H naught as mu is equal to 32.6 minutes. This is the null hypothesis. This is the statement from the population parameter information, and second one is alternative hypothesis H1. It is the complementary of the null hypothesis and is given as mu greater than 32.6. That means given as right tail test. That means single tail test. So we have to go for the single tail test or right tail test. Now we choose the level of significance. Alpha also given. So level of significance given. This is the third step. Given alpha is equal to 0.025 and from the tables z alpha is equal to 1.96. So 0.025 ante the entire rejected region 0.025 lies on the right hand side. This is z alpha. Alpha is equal to 0.025. The respective value is 1.96 from the tables. So now the fourth step, test statistic. So in the test statistic we see the value of z is equal to, we know the formula as x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. So here sigma is unknown quantity, we can use the s value, substitute value. So what is x bar given? So from the data, see the data, x bar is equal to 33.8 minus mu value 32.6 by 6.1 by root 60, and this value is 1.524. I am calculating this value, use the calculator, 1.524. Then come to the last step, that is the conclusion part. Since mod z calculated value is 1.524 is less than z tabulated value 1.96, that means what? Therefore we accept our H naught null hypothesis. That means what? Mu is equal to 32.6 is the accepted value as far as the sample concerned. So we accept mu value, the level of significance alpha is equal to 0.025 against the alternative hypothesis mu greater than 32.6. There ends the problem. Fourth problem. It is claimed that a random sample of 49 tiles has a mean life of 15,200 kilometers. This sample was drawn from a population whose mean is 15,150 kilometers and a standard deviation of 1200 kilometers. Test the significance at 0.05 level. So clearly here we are going for testing of single population mean. That means we are in this model, and also given that n is equal to 49, it is a large sample, so we have to go for large sample test, and x bar, that is the sample average value, 15,200 kilometers, 200 kilometers, and also given mu is equal to 15,150 and standard deviation sigma is equal to 1200 kilometers. This is the given information, and we have to choose this for this test for 0.05 level of significance. So now I am going for procedure to test the given hypothesis. So in the first step we go for the null hypothesis H naught, that is the direct statement about the population parameter 15,150 kilometers. In the second step we go for the alternative hypothesis H1, which is the complementary of the null hypothesis, which is mu not equal to 15,150. That means we have to use two-tailed test. I hope all are clear this step. Mu not equal to 15150. That means the tire may be get the life of more than 15,150 or less than 15,150. There may be two chances. So if it is only for mu greater than 15150, then we go for the single tail test. That is exclusively it is right tail test. If it is less than, then we go for the left tail test or single tail test. Because it have the both opportunities, mu greater than 15150 and mu less than 15150, so the test will become two-tailed test. And this will enable us to decide whether to use Z value or level of significance both sides equally or one side. Then we go for the level of significance, that is alpha. So choose level of significance are given, already given. You need not to choose. Alpha is equal to 0.05, and from the tables. So what is from the tables? From table Z alpha by 2 is equal to 1.96 for two-tail test. Because two-tail test it is Z alpha by 2. For single tail test it is Z alpha. Both are different. And here Z alpha by 2 both sides equally. Alpha value alpha by 2, here it is alpha by 2. So here Z alpha by 2 is 1.96. Next step, test statistic. Fourth step, test statistic. So here we see the value of Z. Z is equal to formula x bar minus mu by sigma by root n. So x bar 15,200 minus mu value 15,150 by what is sigma 1200 by root 49. So I'm simplifying the value in numerator will get 50, am I right, by 1200 into 7. So this value is equal to so what is this value? 0.2916. Verify calculator. 0.2916. This is called the Z calculated value. Now we conclude in the last step as conclusion step. Since mod Z calculated value is equal to 0.2916, which is less than Z tabulated value 1.96. This is the Z tabulated value 1.96. We accept H naught. What we accept is our null hypothesis. Null hypothesis means the mu is equal to 15,150 is the right statement as per as the sample concern. That is the required solution. So then ends the problem.